Hate ads? Subscribe to Acast Plus now to skip ads and more. Click the link in our show notes to learn how. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
Alright, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened on Friday?
Shit, I forgot to look.
Saul died.
No, I don't. Saul died?
He was
again.
So bad. He was unfaithful to the Lord. And
he's so bad he died twice.
Yeah.
In the Bible.
And he had consulted a medium, so the Lord killed him.
That was the Witch of Endor, right?
Yeah.
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 Good stuff.
That stuff happened, and
right.
So the kingdom turned over to David.
Okay. All right. So that was 1 Chronicles chapter 10. Oh, might I
Sure as fuck was.
Might I say?
What?
There was story last time.
There was.
Which means there might be story today.
There probably is.
That's exciting shit.
That is very exciting.
So what are we doing today?
Oh my god.
I know I threw you all off here.
You are all over the place.
I did. I fucked you up.
Yes. 1 Chronicles chapter 11.
All right, let's go do this.
Okie dokie.
Hey, wife.
Yes, husband.
Did you know that we are now on Patreon?
Yes, because you told me, but also, no, tell me more.
So we're on Patreon now.
Are we?
We are, and our supporters can go there and support us, and we have multiple levels all the way up to You Killed God.
That sounds really drastic and escalated quickly-ish.
Well, no, there's multiple levels before there, so it escalates on a sliding scale of, cheap to not cheap. Oh. But, we can definitely use any amount, so, any support is always appreciated.
So, what exactly is Patreon?
It's a place where you can show your support for our podcast. And
just our podcast?
Any podcast or any performer. But, we're the ones that, you're listening to right now. So maybe you should, support us. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But we love you anyway.
So all you got to do is go to Patreon, look up Sacrilegious Discourse. It's actually patreon.com/Sacrilegious Discourse is our actual main page there. So head on over and send us some love.
Yeah. Okay, 1 Chronicles chapter 11.
Okay.
Then,
kind
of like when we used to say,
not now.
The next day.
When? Then,
all Israel gathered before David at Hebron and told him, "We are your own flesh and blood. In the past, even when Saul was king, you were the one who really led the forces of Israel.
Yeah, we liked you best.
Mm-hmm.
You were special.
Didn't he slay his thousands?
Tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands?
Saul's killed his thousands, and David killed his tens of thousands.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Lord your God told you, you will be the shepherd of my people Israel. You will be the leader of my people Israel.
He sure did.
So there at Hebron, David made a covenant before the Lord with
good old covenants.
All the elders of Israel. Can you stop? Oh my God.
We've already heard this story. I'm like,
and they anointed him king of Israel, just as the Lord had promised through Samuel.
They sure the fuck did.
Okay.
Yep.
Then David and all Israel.
When?
Then David and all Israel went to Jerusalem, or Jebus as it used to be called.
Wait, what?
It says that in parentheses.
Went to Jebus.
Jebus. Jebus.
Hey, Jerusalem used to be Jebus?
It's according to the Bible.
Huh.
Where the Jebusites...
They sure the fuck did. It was Jebus.
Yeah. Jebusites...
Thank Jebus. I'm sorry.
You need to stop.
I'm in rare form tonight.
Yeah. Where the Jebusites, the original inhabitants of the land, were living. Original inhabitants of the land.
Well.
The people of Jebus taunted David, saying, "You'll never get in here."
Those damn people of Jebus.
But David captured the fortress of Zion, which is now called the City of David. David had said to his troops...
Because it wasn't that before David... I mean, David had to capture it before it was...
I thought he built it.
You know what? I think you're right.
He literally built the city of
Well,
David.
but was it because they razed the previous city and then they built one on top of it?
Oh, well, that's
Maybe.
not what it said. It said he built a fucking city and named it after himself.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to, but I think you're, maybe, I don't know. That might be one of those contradiction-y things.
It might be. It might be. I thought he built that city himself.
We'll find out at some point.
So anyway, it's now called the City of David.
Yeah, not Jebus.
No. David had said to his troops, "Whoever is first to attack the Jebusites will become the commander of my armies."
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Joab, the son of David's sister Zeruiah...
Watch out for that Joab guy.
...was first to attack, so he became the commander of David's armies.
Mm-hmm.
David made the fortress his home, and that is why it's called the City of David.
That's why.
No, it's because he fucking built it is why it's called the City of David. I'm really upset about this.
Yeah.
He extended the city from the supporting terraces to the surrounding area.
I do remember they said that.
While Joab rebuilt the rest of Jerusalem.
I think you might be wrong here. I think he did conquer a city and then rename it David.
Well, I'm going to find out.
And he built upon it, but like...
I'm going to find out because I'm very upset about this.
Right, okay.
And David became more and more powerful because the Lord of Heaven's armies was with him.
Not because he was just a good leader.
Heaven's armies.
It wasn't his doing, it was God's doing.
I forgot that sometimes it's the Lord of Heaven's armies.
Right. But just so you know, anytime you do good in life, it's not your doing.
Right.
It's God's doing.
But anytime
and if you do bad, it's all on you, man.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Unless he turned your heart. But
yeah. But then you're still fucked.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You don't get credit for anything, really.
No credit.
Okay, so next section, we're going to learn about his mighty men. Remember his mighty men?
His mighty men? Mm-hmm. Okay.
These are the leaders of David's mighty warriors. Together with all Israel, they decided to make David their king, just as the Lord had promised concerning Israel. Here is the record of David's mightiest warriors. Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
The first was Jeshobeam, the Hakmonite, who was leader of the three, the mightiest warriors among David's men.
Okay.
Oh, we got a name now.
Yeah.
Nice. He once used his spear to kill 300 enemy warriors in a single battle.
Okay.
Remember?
Only did
Remember
that? Did
three?
they say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The three were.
That's right. They did cover these.
They
guys
were the
before.
killiest killers that
right,
ever
but
killed.
then there was more to the squad, but there was three that were the three. Right. They were the three.
Mm-hmm. Next in rank among the three was Eleazar, son of Dodai, a descendant of Ahoah. He was with David when the Philistines gathered for the battle at Pasdammim and attacked the Israelites in a field full of barley.
That was not a barley party.
That was not a parley party that day.
Parley
party. It was a party of parleys.
Yeah, sure.
Parlay?
We'll just go with that, yeah.
The Israelite army fled, but Eleazar and David held their ground in the middle of the field and beat back the Philistines.
All by themselves, you know? That's the way that goes. You just kill an entire army with two people.
So the Lord saved them by giving them a great victory.
Yeah.
So they won, so the Lord let them win.
I've said this before, but like if me and like my buddy took on an entire army and like won, I'd be like, no, I did a great job. Fuck God, I got that shit. Yeah. That was all
I'm
me.
the one that's exhausted.
Who's got blood all over me?
Exactly.
Who's fucking dying like of, multiple minor wounds and shit? That'd be me.
Yeah.
God didn't get dirty down here. He wasn't down here with me.
Once, when David was at the rock near the cave of Adullam, the Philistine army was camped in the valley of Rephaim. The three, who were among the 30, an elite group among David's fighting men, went down to meet him there. I kind of remember this.
Okay.
David was staying in the stronghold at the time, and a Philistine detachment had occupied the town of Bethlehem. David remarked longingly to his men, "Oh, he wants water. I remember this." And somebody brings him water.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's like, "You moron."
Right.
"Oh, how I would love some of that good water from the well by the gate in Bethlehem." So the three broke through the Philistine lines, drew some water from the well by the gate in Bethlehem, and brought it back to David. But David refused to drink it. Instead, he poured it out as an offering to the Lord. "God forbid that I should drink this," he exclaimed. This water is as precious as the blood of these men who risked their lives to bring it to me.
So we're going to dump it out.
Yeah, this sounds great. This is smart.
Yeah.
It's so precious that nobody gets any of it.
We're going to waste it all.
Yeah.
And your lives meant nothing to me.
That risk you took?
Right. It was all for nothing.
Yeah. So David did not drink it. These are examples of the exploits of the 3. Abishai, the brother of Joab, was the leader of the 30. He once used his spear to kill 300 enemy warriors in a single battle.
That was the same as the other guy.
I know. Why didn't he get to be a 3?
I don't know, but why is it always like 300 though?
Because 300 is big and
big
good.
number. Yeah. That's a big number. 300. Yeah, that sounds good.
Anything more than that would be unrealistic.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
It was by such feats that he became as famous as the 3.
Also, who was counting?
Did you even hear what I just said?
Yeah, he became as famous as the 3.
Yeah.
But who was counting?
He was.
So we're supposed to just trust his counting?
Yeah, because people never lie.
But like you're sitting there and like people are coming at you with swords and spears and shit,
going,
and you're like
1,
2, 3,
4.
No, fuck that.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
That's exactly what happened.
And we're supposed to but that also means he was boasting about what he did too, because nobody else was counting for him.
Unless they went afterwards and counted all the bodies.
What, did his spear mark leave a fucking specific mark that others wouldn't show?
Maybe.
You're supposed to remember every face that you killed with 300 people dead?
Maybe.
Or more?
You don't know. Abishai was the most famous of the 30. He was as famous as the 3.
Okay, yeah.
And was their commander, though he was not one of the 3.
Why?
Didn't say.
Because I don't understand. Like, he's as good as them. He killed 300 people with his spear.
Just
like the
other.
leader of
That's
the 3.
That's what I said. Why isn't he one of the 3?
Right. It doesn't... Maybe it should have been the 4.
Right.
But they needed a leader for the 30.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'll skip being in the 3 and I'll go be part of the 30.
Yeah.
And I'll take on this.
Yeah. He's like, I will step down so that there could be 3, because 3 is better than 4. It's a nice number. But with the caveat that I get to lead the 30.
Right. And maybe he only actually killed 200 people, but he's like, in the book though,
you got to write
300 though.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'll do this, but, since I don't get to be part of the 3 or 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
I killed 300 people.
And make sure that I'm as famous as the 3.
Right, yes.
Like, my name needs to go down with them.
I'm right there with you guys, okay?
Right. Yeah.
Deal?
Yeah.
All right.
I agree. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay, that's what happened.
Yeah.
There was also Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, a valiant warrior from Kabzeel. We already read about these.
I know.
I hate it.
That's why I'm having fun with it, because I'm like, whatever. I already know this shit.
He did many heroic deeds, which included killing 2 champions of Moab.
Yeah. What's a champion?
A good fighter.
Okay.
A good fighter guy.
Is it like their 30?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's their 3.
They're 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another time, on a snowy day, he chased a lion down into a pit and killed it.
Pesky fucking lions.
I hate when lions chase me and stuff.
Right?
But it's sad that he chased it into a pit and killed it.
Right.
Like, leave the lion alone.
Yeah, why were you chasing around a fucking lion?
Once, armed only with a club, he killed an Egyptian warrior who was 7 feet tall.
Jeez.
And who was armed with a spear as thick as a weaver's beam. Remember the weaver's beam?
The weaver's, yeah. We had to look that up, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Benaiah wrenched the spear from the Egyptian's hand and killed him with it.
Oh, man.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
I remember it now, though.
Right.
Deeds like these made Benaiah as famous as the 3 mightiest warriors.
Oh my gosh, here's another famous person.
But he was not quite as good enough to be the leader of the 30.
Yeah.
He's like, I wish I could be a 3.
But he's close. He's right up there.
He was
it was going to be 5, then they were like, well, we can't have 5. We got to have 3.
Yeah.
So you guys got to go do some other things.
Yeah.
And you're still going to get a mention, man. You're getting a shout out.
But you are not as good as
part of the 3.
Yeah. And you're not as good as the one who's going to lead the 30.
Right. But you're not just like in the mix with the 30.
Right.
You get your own mention, man.
Yeah, you're special 30.
You're special.
He was more honored than the other members of the 30, though he was not one of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And David made him captain of his bodyguard.
Oh,
see?
Okay.
That's what happened.
Right.
Yep. David's mighty warriors also included... Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Asahel, Joab's brother. Elhanan, son of Dodo from Bethlehem. Shema from Herod. Helez from Pelon. Ira, son of Ikish from Tekoa. Abizar from Anathoth. Sibbecai from Hushah. Zalman from Ahoa. Maharai from Netopha. Helid, son of Bana from Notopha. Ithai, son of Rabbi from Gibeah, in the land of Benjamin. Benaiah from Pirathon. Hurai from near Nahal Gosh. Not
Near
from there,
Nahal
just from near there.
Near. Okay.
Abai Albon from Aruba, Jamaica. Come on, I want to take you. Asmaveth from Bahiram. Eliabah from Shalban. The sons of Joshin from Gizon.
Yeah, those guys.
Jonathan, son of Shaggy from Harar.
Son of Shaggy?
Sure as fuck
I love it.
Yep. Ahiam, son of Sharar from Harar.
Yeah.
Eliphal, son of Ur. Hephir from Makirah. Ahiah from Pelon. Hezro from Carmel. Parai, son of Ezbai. Joel, the brother of Nathan. Mibhar, son of Hagri. Zelek from Ammon.
Oh my god.
Naharai from Beeroth, the armor bearer of Joab, son of Zariah. Ira from Jatir. Gareb from Jatir. Uriah the Hittite. Sorry.
It's alright.
Zabad, son of Ali. Adina, son of Shiza. The Reubenite leader who had 30 men with him. Hanan, son of Makah. Joshaphat from Mithna. Uzziah from Ashtaroth.
Good God.
Shema and Jeel, the sons of Hatham from Ur. Jadiel, son of Shimri. Joah, his brother from Tiz. Alil from Mahava. Jerubai and Joshaviah, the sons of Elnam. Ithma from Moab. Elil and Obed. And Giselle from Zoba. The end.
Basically, the list of people that they don't really give a fuck about. Here, we're going to list them off, but they're the ones that aren't that important.
Yeah. You could have said there was the 3, and then there was the leader of the 30, and then there was the one who wasn't quite as good as the leader of the 30.
Right.
So he became the bodyguard, and then there was the other 20 some odd.
Yeah, who came from various places in the land.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
just leave it at that,
and we'll
man.
write it down, but not here.
Right, we don't need to know all their fucking names.
Yeah.
And nobody needs to know all their names.
No, nobody.
But okay. I mean, at least there's some story.
There was some story.
You know, there's also some names, but story. But this writer guy, likes to list names a lot.
Well, that's why he's called a chronicler.
Yeah, I'm not all about chronicling names. I'm like, we already chronicled this shit,
right?
So why do we got to chronicle it again?
Well,
I feel like you're over chronicling.
He's a historian, and he didn't know that what he was writing was going to be paired up in the same book eventually with the other stuff.
I feel like they've had like 3,000-4,000 years to like edit this shit out.
I agree.
I'm just saying, like, this could have been
totally
so much better, you know?
Yeah.
And they used to rewrite the Bible all the time back then. Why can't we just rewrite it? Well, hell, they still rewrite it.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of fucking versions of the Bible out there. And this new translations. Why can't we just edit some of this bullshit out?
I would edit some of this bullshit
right?
out.
And we're planning on it.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you ever get started on it.
Hey, fuck off.
Just in case we haven't mentioned it before, I think we probably did. But we're planning on writing a sacrilegious Bible. Sacrilegious discourse Bible.
Yeah. It's not a sacrilegious Bible. It's the Bible as written by sacrilegious discourse.
Right.
Wife and husband.
We're going to have fun with it. And we're going to release it book by book.
Yeah.
So.
And there'll be F-bombs
Someday we're going to have a self-pub. Bible-y thing out
A
there.
Bible-y thing.
Bible-y thing.
Oh my God, that's probably what we're going to call it too. Sacrilegious Discourses Bible-y thing.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think it should, instead of saying Bible, it should say Bible-y thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
All right, guys. That was 1 Chronicles chapter 11, and tomorrow we will be back with
1 Chronicles chapter 12.
We'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.